Ladies and gentlemen, the 2018 GED graduates and the 2018 MCC certificate candidates and graduates. Please welcome your 2018 MCC Associate Degree candidates and graduates.
Welcome, everybody. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors, followed by the national anthem. Everyone be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of Mohave Community College, Dr. Michael Kearns.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Please join me in showing our appreciation to the Mohave High School Honor Guard. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 47th Annual Commencement Ceremony for Mohave Community College. This year, the college will be awarding 527 associate degrees and certificates to 449 students. 269 of them plan on being here today. Additionally, the college has another 117 GED graduates, and 8 have planned to be here today. The graduates you see before you have a lot in common, but there's one thing that stands out: their desire to improve their lives through education. The investment of time, money, and energy that these students have made will result in more opportunities and a higher quality of life for themselves and their families. Graduates, your friends and families are gathered here to share your accomplishment, as are the faculty and those who have joined me on the stage. Please allow me to introduce the platform party, starting with the Mohave Community College District Board of Governors. President of the board, Phyllis Smith. Secretary of the board, Dr. Julie Baer. And trustees, Dr. Judy Selberg and Susan McAlpine. Also on stage are members of the college administration, the Chief Academic Officer, Stephen Eaton, and Chief Student Services Officer, Anna Masterson. Special guests not on the platform include our 2015 MCC Founders Award recipients, Kathy and Don Hodell, and Dr. Jim Child. We'd also like to recognize our transfer partners from Northern Arizona University, as well as the Bullhead City Mayor, Tom Brady, and his wife. Today we are celebrating with our graduates as they enjoy the fruits of their labor. Today it's smiles, hugs, and congratulatory handshakes. Just a few days ago, the anxiety and pressures of completing that final paper or passing that final exam were all that the grads could think about. It's all over. It's time to relax. Enjoy your special day. You deserve it. Let's not forget about the families, friends, and loved ones of our graduates, the moms and dads, brothers and sisters, spouses and children, who are also part of that journey. It's time for you to relax too. Enjoy today as your special day as well. Without the support of the close network of family and friends, we know that some of the grads would not have been able to achieve their goal of walking across our stage today. Graduates, please join me in thanking all those in attendance today who assisted you along that journey. Most of MCC students are doing it on their own. Rather than having mom and dad to pay for their tuition, books, and living expenses, the MCC students are paying for it themselves. They work the entire time they are students. For them, being a student is not only about working while going to school, it's about being the head of a household, it's about being a parent to children, or caregiver and provider for parents and relatives. It's also about owning or renting their own home, owning their own car. It's also about cooking their own meals and meals for the ones they provide for. MCC students are the first in their family to attend and graduate from college in many cases. You are here today because of your patience, perseverance, and hard work. Sadly, there are some folks who cannot be with us today. We have remembered them and recognized their passing with flowers on a draped chair to my right. The college lost one of its own just a few weeks ago in the passing of Lori Hogue, formerly the Medical Assistant Program Director. The entire MCC community offers condolences to their families and loved ones. And now to introduce our student speaker, Chief Student Services Officer Anna Masterson.
I am now happy to introduce Mr. Joshua Zeman as the 2018 student speaker. Joshua, please go ahead and proceed to the stage. Joshua was selected after auditioning for college administration, faculty, and staff. Please welcome him.
Good afternoon, Board of Governors, Dr. Kearns, faculty, peers, friends, and family. And most of all, good afternoon, class of 2018. My name is Joshua Zeman. I was nominated to give the graduation speech, and what an honor it is to stand up here and be able to deliver this speech to all of my classmates. So there are a few basic structures that all of us received in our education: mathematics, language, and science. Mathematics can be seen as the rules that dictate our reality. Mathematics is set and does not change over time. Only our understanding of it changes. Science is a way of thinking and deciphering the world around us. With science, we use mathematics, observation, and assumptions in order to bring understanding to principles of reality. We describe mathematics and science through language, the foundation of all thought. What would our thoughts be like without language? Well, they really would not exist at all, for even if a human did not have any exposure to one of the languages with a name or that is understood by more than one person, their mind would create its own form of language to see the world around this human. All of perception is understood and seen through the lens of language, as our minds need some way to describe to themselves what it is seeing. Now, this idea is a bit abstruse, and even though I've thought about it a lot, I still cannot articulate it in the most exact way. But I would like to illustrate this concept with an anecdotum. The color blue is a core part of our lives that most would assume would still be seen, even if we did not have language to describe it. But recent research by scholars says that humans did not see the color blue until about 4,500 years ago. For many older languages, such as Hebrew, Japanese, Greek, or Chinese, did not have a word for the color blue. The lack of a word that could describe this color seems to have also impacted the perception of the color itself by the humans who spoke these languages. For modern studies of third world countries who still do not have a word for the color blue shows that they have a harder time seeing the color from green or colors that are slightly darker than blue. And as an example, old Hindu Vedic poems, which often spoke in detail of the heavens and sky, never mentioned that it was actually blue. Despite this, it was not because the sky itself was a different color than it is today, for a modern researcher named Guy Deutscher conducted a small test when raising his daughter. I'm calling it a test, for it sort of sounds wrong to say that he experimented on his child, but I think that some scientists just cannot resist their curiosity with seeing how their children figure things out or use their kids to question some long thought about theory. Now, what Guy experimented with his daughter was that he did not ever tell his daughter that the sky was blue while raising her. Even if she asked him what color the sky was, he wouldn't tell her. This forced her to try to describe it with the words that she was most familiar with. And when he asked her what color the sky was, her first instinct was to say that it was white. Only later on did she decide that it was actually blue. She just had not thought about it before then, so she did not see it the same way that we all do. I feel like this shows just how important language is to our perception. For after that moment, she probably saw the sky as bluer once she linked that word to it. If we go into the world of professional tasters who give companies feedback on the quality and taste of their products, the hardest step to having such a distinguished palate is learning all of the words to describe the senses and aspects of flavor and pairing them with it. The people in that profession know so many more ways to describe flavor than we all do. And that factor is why they have such precise senses. Perception and language are tied together, and it seems that we are able to better distinguish what we see if we have the proper words to describe it. Having a robust vocabulary at our disposal is a desirable quality. How many people are familiar with the word lexicon here? Just raise your hand. All right, so we have a few. The best way that I can describe that word is the personal dictionary that every individual has. It is our own unique slice of our native vernacular, the words that we're able to define, use, and that we love to use. Given that the focus of one's lexicon is language, it is no surprise that each individual's is extremely diverse and complex, being comprised of basic words like the, to, or be, which are amazing for their effectiveness and understandability, but also made up of jargon, colloquialism, slang, and those 5-syllable wonders that are perfect for the right situations. When considered, the significance of one's lexicon is soon understood, for how could we think or communicate our thoughts without language? Having the right words at our disposal is extremely important. Could doctors come up with medical advances if they did not know all of the jargon that they use in order to help them describe and study the human body? Or can an elementary school teacher educate children if they spoke in the language of a PhD dissertation? The words that we use on a daily basis are monumental, as they show a bit of who we are. Our slang is where we come from and often what age range we are a part of. Our jargon shows what career we are in or have been in, and our diction can show our education level. One should embrace their personal dictionary and look at the words that they choose to use, why they use them, and what they say about them. Now, seeing that one's lexicon is so important, how much of it was shaped by our education? How many words do we learn from our English or biology professors? The words that they taught carry on with us for the rest of our life and in our daily speech. We might say something that no one around us has ever heard, and it causes them to question if it's even a word. And then we have to try to describe to them the meaning of this piece of our lexicon. We are what we say, and we should value how we build up our lexicons. We should take note when we read or hear a new word and try to understand it, as maybe we just learned the perfect tool for the next time that we cannot think of what to say next. Embrace what our lexicon says about us as an individual, as it can show our history and personality. And live a life in color. You don't want to miss out on the color blue just because you don't know how to describe it. Thank you again for allowing me to address this gathering, and best of luck to all of us in our future endeavors. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Thank you, Joshua. Now I would like to recognize the outstanding successes of our students over the past year. MCC would like to take this opportunity to recognize our graduating students who are military veterans, members of the National Guard and Reserves, or active duty service members. Please stand to be acknowledged for your accomplishment and service. Thank you. You may be seated. I would like to ask those students graduating with honors today to please stand and be recognized for their dedication and achievement. Thank you. I would also like to ask those members of Phi Theta Kappa present to stand and be recognized not only for their academic accomplishments, but their contributions to student life at MCC. Thank you. Lastly, I want to recognize the MCC students who were selected to the All-Arizona Academic Team this year. Matthew Johnson from the Lake Havasu City campus and Ashley LaFlame from the Bullhead City campus. Please. Matthew and Ashley, would you please come to the stage and be recognized for your achievement? Congratulations to all our students. 7 years ago, Mohave Community College established the Ellen Licari Service to Students Award to be presented to a member of the college community who has achieved excellence in providing services and mentoring to MCC students. The college presented the 2018 award to nursing faculty Deborah Triazzi, who was nominated by students at the Lake Havasu City Campus Student Recognition Ceremony on Friday, May 4th. Joining us again to present the MCC Founders Award, President Michael Kearns.
Mohave Community College Founders Award recognizes an outstanding person who has greatly contributed to the growth and development of the college. This year, we are honoring a person who has created a legacy at MCC. Before he had even heard of our college, Dr. Jim Child was a successful attorney in Lincoln, Nebraska, who also had a Master's of Business Administration degree. He and his wife raised a wonderful family there. They had a wonderful life until one day his wife passed away. As you can imagine, a loss of that magnitude will have a profound effect. Dr. Child decided in order to move forward, he would need to make a big change. He would start an entirely new chapter in his life. In doing so, he would combine two of his lifelong passions: education and helping the community. His wife had some family property in Lake Havasu, so he decided he would move there, which would also help him keep connected to her. In 1993, he walked through the doors of MCC Havasu campus and liked it so much, he stayed there for another 20 years as a business instructor. As you will see here on the big screen, once he first started teaching at MCC, he realized our students are second to none.
And I was instantly, and then for 20 years, constantly impressed with the quality students that we have here at Mohave Community College. I did not expect, I was just completely surprised and amazed at the quality of students. I had students where I can remember thinking to myself, this student could be doing well at Harvard. I mean, they were that good. I had a student who graduated from Mohave Community College a week before he graduated from high school. I mean, that good.
As for his students, they described him as an instructor who genuinely cares and wants everyone to do well. He is willing to work with students to make you succeed. Another said, he takes the time and energy to help you really understand this complex subject. After retirement, he continued helping the college through his work with the Lake Havasu chapter of the MCC Foundation, whose mission is to promote the growth, development, and strength of MCC students, faculty, staff, and programs. Dr. Child has also done something extraordinary to honor MCC students. More on that in just a minute. But first, please join me in congratulating Dr. Jim Child, MCC founder. And now this is really the good part that I referred that we'd get to. As I mentioned, Dr. Child was so impressed with MCC students, he came up with a way to honor them, while at the same time honoring a person who impressed him with her tireless work to promote MCC and the community. For more, let's take another look at the big screen.
Kathy Hodel and Dr. Jim Child have a story to tell. We'll start with Dr. Child, who moved to Lake Havasu City to retire, then in 1993 decided to become an instructor at MCC.
And I was instantly, and then for 20 years, constantly impressed.
The retired attorney and now college instructor thought, these students deserve recognition.
I had students where I can remember thinking to myself, this student could be doing well at Harvard. I mean, they were that good.
He decided there should be an award for the most outstanding student, but not just any award.
No, this is going to be of some substance so that people will take notice.
He donated nearly $250,000 for an endowment, so an outstanding MCC graduate chosen each year will receive $10,000 to pay off debt, pay to continue their education, or to use it for whatever they want.
Your call. You know better what your expenses, what you have to meet for your expenses. But here's the money. Here's something that should make a difference.
And the award should also represent something. Or rather, he thought, someone. Kathy Hodel, a community leader and an incredible fundraising force for worthy causes.
She's always been the super advocate for education in Mohave County.
Hodel served on the K-12 board, the MCC Foundation, the MCC Board of Governors, helped raise nearly $1 million for the Havasu Campus Library. Her list of community accomplishments sets her apart from others, the ideal person to represent this one-of-a-kind award.
What a wonderful gift, and what I love the most, it's going to education. I am not in good health, so knowing that that will happen is, it kind of makes my health problems a little easier at times. I have a bone cancer. I was given 6 years-ish. So I have about 2 more, about.
And in those 2 years, she'll continue giving back to her community. This story, you see, of Kathy Hodel and Dr. Child reveals one of the keys to winning the award, helping others.
Jim and I have both been very involved with community involvement and student and college involvement. So we would like to see that person giving back to the community. And that's the way you do it. And I think that's a very positive criteria for whoever wins this.
Kathy will be joining us on the stage to help us present the first annual Kathy Hodel Most Outstanding Student Award. Right there. On behalf of the college, thank you both for everything you've done over the years for our students, the college, and the community. As you just saw, the MCC graduate chosen to receive $10,000 award must not only excel academically, they must be someone who strives to help others and their community. This year's winner exceeded all the award requirements and received glowing reviews from the faculty, staff, and community members. For example, the executive director of the Kingman Academy of Learning wrote a page-long glowing review and outlined all the volunteer work this student's done for them. In the end, she said, I could go on about the things he has done to better our school and community. He is a caring individual who gives of himself freely. I can confirm at least 75 hours that he has volunteered for our school over and above his practicum hours and teaching hours. He is most certainly worthy of this award. On behalf of the college, Dr. Child, and Mrs. Hodel, I am pleased to announce the 2018 recipient of the Kathy Hodel Outstanding Student Award, Ronald Marks. And now for the presentation of graduates, Chief Academic Officer Stephen Eaton.
Thank you, President Kearns. It is now my pleasure to acknowledge the 2017-2018 GED graduates who, with the help of MCC's GED preparation program, have successfully obtained their high school equivalency diplomas. Will the GED graduates with us here today please stand and be recognized? Thank you so much. Will the graduates for certificates and degrees please stand? Trustees, President Kearns, these candidates have completed all the requirements for their certificates and degrees. With the recommendation of the faculty of Mohave Community College, I am pleased to present them to you for the conferring of their degrees. Students, please proceed to the platform and be acknowledged for your wonderful accomplishments.
Adam Starling, Certificate of Proficiency in Commercial Refrigeration, Certificate of Proficiency in Residential HVAC. Tyler Larkin, Certificate of Proficiency in Commercial Refrigeration, Certificate of Proficiency in Residential HVAC. Wait a second. Okay, you're fine. Joshua Leon, Certificate of Proficiency in Residential HVAC. Rafael Garcia, Certificate of Commercial Refrigeration. Daniel Montoya, Associate of Applied Science in HVAC, Refrigeration Technology, with certificates in commercial refrigeration and residential HVAC. Robert Hussey, Certificate of Proficiency in Cybersecurity and Network Support. Caitlin Harnick, Certificate of Proficiency in Dental Assisting. Kara Stolfus, Certificate of Proficiency in Dental Assisting. Karen Valenzuela, Certificate of Proficiency in Dental Assisting. Jamie Fetter, Certificate of Proficiency in Dental Assisting. Jasmine Alvarado Mendrano, Certificate of Proficiency in Dental Assisting. Christina Panic, Certificate of Proficiency in Dental Assisting. Kayla Mock, Certificate of Proficiency in Dental Assisting. Carly McElveen, Certificate of Proficiency in Dental Assisting. Diana Gomez, Certificate of Proficiency in Dental Assisting. Rose Garcia, Certificate of Proficiency in Dental Assisting. Melissa Leyva, Certificate of Proficiency in Dental Assisting. Tamara Blick, Certificate of Proficiency in Retail Management. Janice Escamilla, Certificate of Proficiency in Practical Nursing. Jody Allen, Certificate of Proficiency in Practical Nursing. Magdalena Lorena Palafox, Nurse Assistant. Lauren Nicole Cuevas, Phlebotomy. Ashley Xavier, Certificate of Proficiency in Medical Assisting, Phlebotomy. Jules Daniel Orias, Certificate of Proficiency in Medical Assisting, Phlebotomy. Stephen Escobar, Certificate of Proficiency in Commercial Refrigeration and Residential HVAC. Rocky Milano, Certificate of Proficiency in Commercial Refrigeration. Jessica Copen, Certificate of Proficiency in Medical Assisting, Insurance Coding. Jessica McConnell, Certificate of Proficiency in Practical Nursing. Amber Brissino Robinson, Certificate of Proficiency in Practical Nursing. Rebecca Edwards, Certificate of Proficiency, Practical Nursing. Elizabeth Connolly, Certificate of Proficiency in Medical Assisting, Insurance Coding. Patrick Doyle, Certificate of Proficiency in Advanced Automotive Technology and Basic Automotive Technology. Garrett Cahill, Certificate of Proficiency, Advanced Automotive Technology, Basic Automotive Technology. Jared Bowerly, Certificate of Proficiency in Advanced Automotive Technology and Basic Automotive Technology. Michael Brooks, Associate of General Studies in General Studies with certificates in Advanced Automotive Technology and Basic Automotive Technology. Ricky Hayes, Certificate of Proficiency in Advanced Automotive Technology and Basic Automotive Technology. Jocelyn Quintana, Certificate of Proficiency in Computer Graphics and Web Design. Angel Puebla, a certificate in bookkeeping. David Nolan, Certificate of Proficiency in Commercial Refrigeration and Residential HVAC. Nathan Andrews, Certificate of Proficiency in Residential HVAC. Raymond Ramirez, Certificate of Proficiency in Commercial Refrigeration and Residential HVAC. Adolfo Moreno Lopez, Certificate of Proficiency in Commercial Refrigeration and Residential HVAC. Maria Pereira, a Certificate of Proficiency in Medical Assisting Phlebotomy. Linda Buckley, Certificate of Proficiency in Medical Assisting Insurance Coding. Catherine Shorkey, Certificate of Proficiency in Paralegal. Kenneth Fote, GED. Topanga Falk, GED. Deborah Miller, GED. Jake Ortega, GED. Lena Van Ginkel, GED. Irene LeCaplan, GED. Robin Baggy, GED. Dana Cawthorn, GED. Let's wait a second. Autumn Gillard, Associate of Arts in Social and Behavioral Science. Ransom Murray, Associate of Arts in Art Visual Communications. I know it is Sarah. Sarah Cordes, Associate of Arts in Elementary Education, Early Childhood Education emphasis with a certification of completion in AJAC-A. Bernice Rezga, Associate of Applied Science in Dental Hygiene. Sharon Moreno, Associate of Applied Science in Dental Hygiene. Noemi Montian, Associate of Applied Science in Dental Hygiene. Marley Neese, Associate of Applied Science in Dental Hygiene. Sage McKenzie, Associate of Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Lisa Kemp, Associate of Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Kelda Hernandez, Associate of Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Olena Gritsik, Associate of Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. You know it. Melanie Quam, Associate of Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Congrats, I remember here. McKenna Molnar, Associate of Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Destiny Perry, Associate of Arts in Social and Behavioral Science. Ashley LaFlame, Associate of Arts in Substance Abuse Counseling. Give him a second. Tammy Martin, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Sinjase Encinas, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Marcy O'Brien, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Azarel Ropchak, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Jonathan Grayheck, Associate of Arts in Education, Secondary Teacher Education. Yeah, let me get a... Phyllis Connor, Associate of Applied Science in Accounting, Associates of Applied Science in Business and Entrepreneurship with certificates of proficiency in bookkeeping, business and entrepreneurship, and retail management. Sylvia Sarabia, Associate of Arts in Social and Behavioral Science. Eric Quinones, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Jamie Rush, Associate of General Studies in General Studies with a Certificate of Completion, AJAC. Abigail Esmeralda Herrera, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Laura Cartledge, Associate of General Studies, General Studies. Sabri Ashburn, Associate of Science, Paralegal. Alosia Toilolo, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Paige Thomas, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Roshan Fadavi, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Kaylee Beadle, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Cecilia? Cecilia Archuleta, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Dewana Rainwright, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Brian Farquharson, Radiological Technology. Devin Porter, Associate of Arts in Radiologic Technology. Amber McIntyre, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Antonina Martorano, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Brittany Stark, Associate of Arts in Elementary Education, Early Childhood Emphasis, Associate of Arts, Social and Behavioral Science, with a Certificate of Completion, HEC-A. James, what is the degree? Valencia James, Liberal Arts. Marissa Verdejo, Associate of General Studies in General Studies, with a Certificate of Proficiency in Medical Assisting Phlebotomy. Selena Apolitegui, Associate of Arts in Social and Behavioral Science. Erica Mays, Associate of Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Kesley Lowe, Associate of Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Melody Krenkel, Associate of Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Leah Haneska, Associate of Applied Science, Medical Assisting. Melissa Zamora, Associate of Applied Science in Medical Assisting, with a Certificate of Proficiency in Medical Assisting Phlebotomy. Howard Welch Jr., with a Certificate in Residential and Commercial HVAC. Bernard Oviet, Associate of Applied Science in Cybersecurity and Network Support, with Certificates of Proficiency in Cybersecurity and Network Support, and another Certificate of Proficiency in Professional Applications. This guy here. Yeah, we'll wait. I can try Andrea Torres Gonzalez. Let me get this backlogged. Andrea Torres Gonzalez, Associate of Art in Art Visual Communications, with Certificates of Proficiency in Computer Graphics and Web Design. Joel Lallman, Associate of Applied Science in Welding Technology, with Certificate of Proficiency in Welding Level 1 and Welding Level 2. Oh man, Bob, this is on you, man. Yeah, go ahead. Bob Potter, Associate of Applied Science in Welding Technology, with certificates in gas metal arc welding, gas tungsten arc welding, shielded metal arc welding, and Welding Level 1 and Welding Level 2. John, how you doing, buddy? John Ortman, Associate of General Studies, General Studies. Easy. Jason Howard, Associate of Applied Science, Fire Science. Tadeo Montalvo, Associate of Business in Business Administration. Megan Radcliffe, Associate of Arts in English. Another English, yay. James Mulligan, Associate of Arts in English. You know it. Daniel Valderrama, Associate of Applied Science in Automotive Service Technology. Let's wait just a second. Okay. Sierra Essex, Associate of Arts in Education, Elementary Education. Serena Silk, Associate of Arts in Liberal Arts. I need to slow it down, I think. Scarlett Vargas, Associate of Arts in Liberal Arts, with their Certificate of Completion, AJAC A. Kaylin Crawford, Associate of Arts in Social and Behavioral Science. Samantha Ortega Cruz, Associate of Arts in Social and Behavioral Science. Carrie Simons, Associate of Arts in Social and Behavioral Science. Marian Mendez, Associate of General Studies, General Studies. Andrew Mendez, Associate of Applied Science, Business and Entrepreneurship. James Kaufman, Associate of Applied Science in Cybersecurity and Network Support. Richard Martinez, Associate of Business in Business Administration with a Certificate of Completion, AJAC B. Delayla Turton, Associate of Applied Science in Physical Therapist Assistant. Kaylee Meek, Associate of Applied Science in Physical Therapist Assistant. Christina Sackman, Associate of Applied Science in Physical Therapist Assistant. Aubriana Richardson, Associate of Applied Science in Physical Therapist Assistant. Chanel Weber, Associate of Applied Science in Physical Therapist Assistant. Perla Ocampo Velasco, Associate of Applied Science in Physical Therapist Assistant. Miguel Sepulveda, Associate of Applied Science in Physical Therapist Assistant. Boo Trong, Associate of Applied Science, Physical Therapist Assistant. Gotcha. Michael Albrecht, Associate of Applied Science in Physical Therapist Assistant. Bonfield? Sean Bonfield, Associate of Science in Science with a Certificate of Completion, AJAC S. Lacey Rawl, Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Ashley Page, Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Jessica Wright, Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Jessica Rosales, Associate of General Studies, General Studies. Nolan Hill, Associate of Business in Business Administration. Jessica Saavedra, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Cormier. Michael Cormier, Associate of Applied Science in Welding Technology with certificates of proficiency in gas metal arc welding, gas tungsten arc welding, shielded metal arc welding, and welding levels 1 and levels 2. Stephanie Schwab, Associate of Arts in Social and Behavioral Science. Danielle Hatch, Associate of Arts in Art Visual Communications. Samantha Rossetti, Associate of Arts in Art Visual Communications. Carly Sitton, Associate of Arts in Art Visual Communications. Alejandra Cabrales, Associate of Arts in Liberal Arts. Sandra Darling, Associate of Arts in Social and Behavioral Science with the Certificate of Completion in HEC A. Winston Trude, Associate of Applied Science in Cybersecurity and Network Support. Joanna Magdaleno, Associate of Arts in Chemical Dependency Studies. Viviana Castrajón, Associate of General Studies in General Studies. Moses Jung, Associate of Arts in Liberal Arts. McKenna Smith, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Bree Shaw, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Stacy Anderson, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Lauren Carroll, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Miranda Castillo, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Vincent Lopane, Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Ashley Hood, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Crystal Skinner, Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Elizabeth Durst, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Krisha Chavez, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Andrea Sheehan, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Desiree Burkett, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Danya Perez, Associate of Applied Science in Paralegal. Wendell Van Natter, Associate of Applied Science in Business and Entrepreneurship. Ariana Romero, Associate of Arts in Social and Behavioral Science with the Certificate of Completion, HEC A. Kevin Hensley, Associate of Applied Science in HVAC Refrigeration Technology. Jonathan McNeil, Associate of Arts in Mathematics. Genevieve Ruse, Associate of Arts in Art Visual Communications with a Certificate of Proficiency in Programming and Game Development. Brittany Manson, Associate of Arts in English. Danita Shepman, Associate of Arts in Social and Behavioral Science. Jillian Usher, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Is it Michelle or Michelle? Michelle Shedd, Associate of Business in Business Administration. Samantha Ingalls, Associate of Applied Science, Surgical Technology. Yolanda Penry, Associate of Applied Science, Surgical Technology. Wait a second. Okay. Mona Jean Stone, Associate of Applied Science in Surgical Technology. Brittany Berry, Associate of Applied Science in Surgical Technology. Adia Munoz, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Hey, buddy. Oh, you know it. Can I say your middle name? Reyes Leonardo Lerma, Associate of Arts in Administration of Justice. He's not PTA. I'll have to hug him later. Ronald Marks, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Wendy Wagaman, Associate of General Studies, General Studies. Joshua Edwards, Associate of Applied Science and Accounting, Associate of Business in Business Administration, with a Certificate of Completion in AJAC B and a Certificate of Proficiency in Bookkeeping. Victoria Nowicki, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Jason. Let's give you a little room here. Jason Picard, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Mom. Jennifer Picard, Associate of General Studies, General Studies. Adrian? Okay. Adrian Brumley, Associate of Arts in Chemical Dependency Studies. Brittany Reynolds, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Tanya Page Jones. Very good. Tanya Page Jones, Associate of Applied Science, Chemical Dependency Studies. Robert Berger, Associate of Business, Business Administration. Casey Lane, Associate of Applied Science in Culinary and Hospitality Management with certificates of proficiency in baking and pastry and culinary and hospitality management. Hi, how you doing, Kirsten? Good to see you. Kirsten Fotrell, Associate of Applied Science, Culinary and Hospitality Management. William Frazier, Associate of Applied Science, Culinary and Hospitality Management. Brooke Snow, Associate of Applied Science in Culinary and Hospitality Management. Joshua King, Associate of Applied Science in Culinary and Hospitality Management. Alexandria Shen, with an AA in Liberal Arts. Go ahead. John Lambert, Associate of Science in Computer Science. Cody Heck, Associate of Arts in Education, Elementary Education. Zamina Cook, Associate of Arts in Social and Behavioral Science with a Certificate of Completion, AJAC-A. Tabitha Roden, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Nicole White, Associate of Applied Science in Business and Entrepreneurship. Indeed. Hi, Linda. Linda Faith Ray, Associate of Arts in Liberal Arts. Lindsay Rankin, Associate of Art in Social and Behavioral Sciences. See, I had Juliana Garland, Associate of Applied Science in Computer Graphics and Web Design with certificates of proficiency in Computer Graphics and Web Design and Programming and Game Development. It's right. Samuel Reiglem, Administration of Justice. Rihanna Perez, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Allison Randall, Associate of Arts in Art Visual Communications. Is it Josh or Joshua? What do you want? Joshua Zeman, Associate of Business in Business Administration. Christina Beacom, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Austin Dawson, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. You can go. Kayla Nelson, Associate of Arts in Liberal Arts. Laurel Town, Associate of Arts in Social and Behavioral Science. Sarah Sweet, Associate of General Studies, General Studies. Casey Harrington, Associate of Applied Science in Medical Assisting. Taylor Harris, Associate of Applied Science in Medical Assisting. Tiffany Knight, Associate of Applied Science, Medical Assisting. Sierra Vandahay, Associate of Applied Science, Paralegal. Brianna Bentz, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Here we go. Yvonne Montez, Associate of General Studies in General Studies with certificates of proficiency in bookkeeping and business and entrepreneurship. Ringel. Ashley Ringel, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Emily Greenberg, Associate of Business in Business Administration. Giovanni Hartford, Associate of General Studies, General Studies. Erica Salazar, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Esther Duran, Associate of Arts in Social and Behavioral Science. Aaron Gingler, Associate of Applied Science in Healthcare Information Technology. Melissa Gingler, Associate of Applied Science in Business and Entrepreneurship. Eric Morey, Associate of Applied Science in Business and Entrepreneurship with certificates of proficiency in bookkeeping, business and entrepreneurship, and retail management. Jessica Albright, Associate of Applied Science, Business and Entrepreneurship. Gregory Kimball, Associate of Business in Business Administration. Michaela Mishko Scott, Associate of Arts, English. Nikita Defendal, Associate of Applied Science, Business and Entrepreneurship. Jessica Crome, Associate of Applied Science in Healthcare Information Technology. Amanda Stewart, Associate of Applied Science in Healthcare Information Technology. Jerome Garner, Associate of Applied Science in HVAC Refrigeration Technology. Paloma Escobar, Associate of Arts in Social and Behavioral Science. Jake Townsend, Associate of Arts in English. Matthew Johnson, Associate of Science, Science. Is that it? Man, thank you so much. That just, I mean, that went. I guess we're done. Walk back, done.
let him get his picture taken. Move to the left, move to the right, sit down, stand up. Okay, this is it. This is the last thing the college is going to have you do for us. Would the graduates, for the formal conference of your degrees, please rise. President Kearns.
Before we go to the conferral of degrees, I just want to thank Dr. John Kitts, our announcer. Thank you, John. Graduates, with the recommendation of the faculty of Mohave Community College and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors, I hereby confer upon each of you the certificate or degree as appropriate, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Students, you may now move your tassels. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mohave Community College class of 2018.